Hi everyone, so today I'm super excited to bring these items to you. They are the new Spellbinders Christmas flea market items designed by Cathe Holden. Now, to be honest, I haven't even looked at them yet. I just brought them out just like this. So these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links on the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So you guys, again, if you're familiar with the Cathe Holden designs, just vintage and so pretty. If I recall, I will link in the description box the flea market finds, the collection she brought out previously with Spellbinders. This is the Christmas one, so let's check this out. And I don't have everything, but I have most of the items here. So this is called Christmas Pines Miscellany Printed Die Cuts. There's 35 pieces in here, and then this one's, let me just make sure, okay, another die cut pack, and this one is Jingle Bells. So similar feels, but just different things in each package. And I can see there's some smaller pieces in here and things. So I'm not gonna, well, as I said, I'm not gonna pull everything out, but that came out anyway. Look at Christmas gift, get it here. And it has like a little information about candies and whatever else, little cute little trees and things. Beautiful pieces. They're not matte, but they're not super shiny. Kind of like a satin finish. Nice feel to them. Like not super thin. We have this little piece that looks like a little seal. How cute is that? Just pop that in here and there. Again, these are the kind of things you just kind of play with and make a little composition, or however. This one's a little tag, Merry Christmas, with a little edging. In the heart of the Christmas pines. It looks like a little book, possibly. Just lots of different little pieces. Look at this little scene. How pretty is that? So cute. So lots of different things. Again, that's the Christmas pines. This one is, again, Jingle Bells. Oh, I love that. Oh, look at these. Oh, the little bells. How cute are those? They're very dimensional looking, even though obviously they're flat. Tags in here. Merry Christmas. Little bits and bobs here. So pretty, little card. Look at this one. So I follow videos sometimes of like people who wear like vintage stuff. Like, I'm never gonna do that, but I like to watch the videos, and there are people like Bernadette Banner and things. This other lady that creates shoes, like she has her own shoe company now that she makes the shoes that look old school like that, which is really, really cute. Steering sleds. I'm trying to think of the company's name, but I can't remember it right now. Loving Christmas wishes. Just a lot of cute little things again. Oh my gosh, look at this. Super old school. Little Christmas boot. Alright, let's put that here. Oh. And then from there, you know what? Let me grab these papers. We'll go to the papers and then we'll go to the stamps. So this is Home for the Holidays. I believe there are a couple or a few different paper pads. Sorry if you hear a little traffic. I have my door open. Again, this is layering weight paper. It's not the thickest paper. It's not super thin, but it's definitely layering weight. Just with those cool sceneries. This one has like that beautiful holly. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Just cut snips again, background pieces, whatever you want to do with them. We do, or at least I do here, have the dies that make little bowls. That is, I think, the feature item of this collection this time around. Look at that. I was going to look at this and look at that, and I said, look at that. There you go. Some plaid. Beautiful, very similar tongue-tied there. So again, and then the papers repeat, I believe. 24 sheets, 12 designs. Yes, so it is the repetition of what we just saw. And then we have Christmas Velvet. This one's very interesting, and I feel like it's more like textures. Yeah, like it's called Christmas Velvet. I don't know if you see that. It almost looks like little rug pieces or something like that. Again, you can cut these up, use the whole thing. You have these little sections. And then going into this larger paper pattern. Oh, look at that one. It's like an old quilt. And there you go. Merry Christmas in the background, little quilt pattern, little home, and then the repeat. The stamps, oh my goodness, you guys. So they are photopolymer stamps, and look how pretty this, I mean, just this angel, I was all about it right here. Merry Christmas, and he has little candles, cute little angel, place postage stamp here. So even if you wanted to create like something, your own envelopes or maybe a gift with envelopes, that's really cute. I love having that. Merry Christmas, compliments of the season. Postcard, post office, you have the little cancellation that's on December 25th. Well, it says not open until December 25th. Merry Christmas, that looks a little more juvenile. Just postage, post office sent dispatch. one dispatch. It says via airmail. I always love the airmail kind of things. That one's called Compliments of the Season. This is Handmade Holidays, and a lot of circular pieces. If you remember from her original set, there are a lot of circular items in that too, so just really cute. I mean, you can pair that up with like the little reinforcement if you would like. Maybe around a tag, around the little hole, you can have that, or however you want to use those. Again, circular, handmade holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Look at this. It's like a little deer. Excuse me, like a little deer border die there, and then for and from, which is very interesting. We usually do to and from. I like for and from. That's cool. Look at the little Santa. How cute. So just a lot of random little stamps. And these guys. Okay, so these are the vintage, let me see, handcrafted square base and sides bowl. And this is the vintage handcrafted hexagon base and side bowl. Now, I know currently on Spellbinders, because I saw that it sold out and I didn't have the items to show you quite yet, this one has sold out, but you know, they do carry them on Scrapbook and I think Scrapbook Pal, other sites that, you know, people shop. So I'll link what I can there in the description box, and you know, you can find Spellbinders items in different places. But currently on Spellbinders, this base piece is sold out. So it has the large hexagon, and I can give you a sizing on that. So today we'll probably make a card, and then I'll follow up with this, because this is definitely something you're going to have to stitch together or whip up, or however you like. It looks really nice with a crocheted edge, so that's possibly what we might do. But it's just over 5 inches in that width and about 4.5 in the other direction. And this guy is almost 4 inches tall. So once you put this together, it's going to make a nice size bowl. You can imagine with that, and then the sides come out that tall, you know, and kind of at an angle, so it makes a really nice size. And then this one has a square base, so where this one has the hexagon, right? Yeah, this one has a square base, and then you can mix and match them. I believe even these two work together. Yeah, they're the same. So this is 2.5 inch square at the base, you know, the square itself, and then these guys all pair up to that. So I don't know if you can see this edge, would he be here, or like this tall guy along this edge would be here. And then you have all these different shapes. You can even make a square one. Use the square base and square sides, right? 4 sides, and you have a square receptacle, I guess, at that point. I don't know if you would call it a bowl anymore, but it's just over 5 inches tall, that one, and about 3.5 wide, a little bit bigger than that. This guy is about almost 3.25 wide, when it is 3.75-ish, almost in the other direction. But again, this is where you match them up, and I'll let you see the samples here, so maybe that makes more sense. Kind of skipped over that, but see, these are crocheted. It looks really, really cute. And this one's kind of just whip stitched, or just, you know, like a regular stitching, just go up and down. So however you want to put them together. Of course, this one you could even keep going, and it would close it up a little tighter, or you'd leave it open the way they're showing here. So different ways to work that. And then this is again like the main bowl. And it does say that create nostalgic dimensional containers, which I remember making things like this, or at least seeing things like this when I was a kid. And pretty sure I made some. But anyway, it says, dies designed to create nostalgic dimensional containers reminiscent of greeting card bowls handmade by past generations of crafters. The die shapes and holes are consistent every time for ease in combining panels by blanket stitch, lacing, or crochet, as we mentioned. Really sweet. So again, this one's going to take a minute, so I will follow up with that right now. Mine's like a mile a minute right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is grab a card base, and we'll make a card in this video, and then we'll follow up with tutorials on putting our bowls together. Okay, so I think to start off, we'll make a couple of cards. For this first one, I have a piece of this gorgeous new crimson from Spellbinders. Really nice heavyweight cardstock. And again, whenever I bring up the cardstock, it reminds me that we do have also links for the UK, for the United Kingdom, in the description box. I don't believe a lot of the papers are quite yet available there, though. So if it's not listed, it's because it's not available there on that site. But for now, what I'm going to do is run this through the new beautiful poinsettia 3D embossing folder. And I have this paper at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we're going to layer that on a standard A2 size card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, of course. I'll run that through, and then we're going to do some other fun topper bits on that one, and then this one will use more of the decorative papers, but I will be right back. Oh, I did want to mention this paper is a different size. It's the 6 by 9, so it's 6 but 9 inches long. Okay, I'll be right back. And since it is a 3D embossing folder, I'm just using the universal plate. Of course, you can work this on any other system. You just have to kind of play around with the sandwich until you have it the correct thickness that you would need. And it's just gorgeous. Got a little something there. I'm just going to glue that down because we're going to build off of this. How pretty. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then the deboss side, just as awesome. So I'm just going to glue this down right quick. And I will be right back. Oh, a little glue came off the front here. Okay, so this one I'm just going to kind of play around with what I might have here. Oh my gosh. Oh, the little rocking horse. How cute is that? Guys, got a little bit loud. So I was just looking at the little rocking horse, which is really super sweet. I mean, there's just lots. And then, of course, that's from the Jingle Bell set, and this is the Pine set. Oh, that's lovely too. So I'm just going to play around a little bit and see what I would like to tuck in here and there, and then we'll talk about it, okay? I'll be right back. So, I think I'm going to keep this one simple. We have that beautiful background. We have this kind of postcard looking thing, the little Merry Christmas that'll pop up. And then we'll just make like a little bow with some seam binding. This seam binding is just like the flat kind. It's not like kind of crumply, but if you really want to crumple it, you can crumple it up and leave it there for a little while, and then you'll have crumpled seam binding. And we'll put a big bow. So I'm going to start like this. I'm going to use 2 fingers and 2 fingers. So I'm coming up over the front here, around these 2 fingers, towards the front, up the back, again around the front 2 fingers, and then I'm going to cut myself a good amount here, finish that off, and then going around these guys, I'm going to kind of level out my fingers a little bit so that they're about the same, the loops, and then back around over everything. Bring our end up over everything, and let's just make that look nice. Kind of crumbled there. Okay, and then into this area that we just made, that little crossover there. And as you pull it tight, that helps you make your bow. And before you really tighten it, you can kind of see and make sure it's even. But basically, if you pull this, it's going to start undoing here. If you pull this one, it just tightens up. But you can mess with both of those sides and it'll help you make your bow. Now, I mean, how pretty is that, you guys? So pretty. And since this is seam binding, it's, I think, cotton on this one. I mean, I usually burn the edges of my ribbons, but this will catch on fire because it's basically cotton. So I'm going to come back with a hot glue gun and we will stick that down. Okay, so for right now, we're going to put it to the side. And this one is a 4x6 card. I just thought something different. Why not? So what I'm going to do is I want a couple things. I want some of this background paper, but I think I'll also, you know what? Ooh, hold on. So if this is 6, that must mean this 2, 4, 6. How cute would that be? How pretty. Oh, or even these little guys. Alright, well, let me look at this paper and see what I want to put down, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to use this green paper. I'm probably going to use one other paper because I want to stamp on it, so I'm going to use like something lighter colored, and then we'll go from there. Why not? So if this is exactly 4 inches wide, like if I was to cut it here, if I cut it here, it's going to be like 5.5, and it's only going to have half of this little like tile part. So I'm going to just cut this at 4 inches, and then I'm going to kind of eyeball what 6 inches would be, splitting the difference, you know, so cut some off of this and cut some off of this too, so it just looks more centered. Hope that makes sense, but I'll be right back, guys. So I cut 1/2 inch off the bottom. I probably should cut a little bit less because that way I could have brought this down a little bit more. But basically I just want it like this, so it's not just this one's cut off and this one's perfect or whatever. So I'm going to glue that down, and I'm probably going to use, just because it's layering weight paper, I don't want it to buckle at all, and I don't know if that would, but I'm not going to chance it. So I'm just going to line this, oopsie, with liner tape like this. Probably should get a little closer to the edge on that one. But you guys know with my liner tape I like to do that, and I like to move that over so that way when I go to stick this down, yeah, get closer to the edge. Sorry, that first one kind of got away from me. I'm going to line the whole area out here, okay? And I will be right back. All these guys, just a little bit. This one has to be removed just because you would overlap them possibly. You know, I like it better like this. Okay, so this definitely is going to cover the whole front of my card, so I'm eyeballing that. Just hoping that everything's kind of straight. And once you think everything's good, you just remove these. And that's a nice way of getting this down and not being scared that you're like too far off. This is a little bit on top of there. What I can do is bring this to my guillotine and cut that little white excess off, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we have that. I really, really want to stamp. And whenever I pieces like this, or pieces like this, should I say? I just put them back in there. That little angel there. So I think what I want to do is get that light colored this guy. And I'm going to cut that down. Maybe with the fluted oval? Just something I can pop on here. See how big that is. Is that one and this one? Yep. Okay, I'm going to run this through. Just like that. It's a fluted oval die, so it has the flutes, that's an inlay, and then the oval itself. So we'll do that. And I'll just tape those down so they don't move, and I'll run this through, and I will be right back. Oh, look how pretty that is. With the pattern and everything, that's lovely. Okay, and I just want to stamp this little guy, and he's just going to be kind of in the background, you know. And I'm thinking about stamping it in brown ink, and I will use a stamp positioner just in case. So let me get that set up and I'll be right back. So I just placed that. That's what I was afraid of there. So I'm going to put this up here maybe. And I'll use brown ink just to keep it kind of a little more muted. Again, photopolymer stamps come with like a little bit of a stickiness on them, the dispersion layer from when they're created. So I use just rub, try to get that rubbed off, but you can also use a little alcohol, a little something. Oh my gosh, how pretty is that? I really like that. I'm trying to think if I should add a little more texture on here too. So cute. Maybe just this little guy somewhere on here. The little reindeer. Just so it'll kind of peek out from behind there, depending on what I place on here. Maybe like in there, actually. Maybe like there. Let me straighten that out just a little bit. Okay. And again, that little dispersion layer. Didn't ink up the end too much because I know some of that's going to be off the side, but that's okay. Alright. I'll just clean that up immediately. Cute. And let's talk about this little piece here. So I'm going to go clean that off, clean off my stamps, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we have right now. And what I'm going to do again is just go through and... Oh, a little horseshoe on there. See, you know what might look nice, kind of layered up on here. Oh, that's pretty because it kind of brings the green back from the background. It has like a little greenish on this guy. Yeah, so, you know, just kind of play with this a little bit. See what I want to do. And that's more green, which is lovely. Oh, this guy would cover up the whole thing, but look how pretty that would be. That's really cute. Okay, I'll play around. I'll be right back. I'm heating up this hot glue gun here, and I think this little piece that I have left over here, I think I'm going to do is try to make like a little knot. So it's going to take me a second to get this popped through here and not completely destroyed. And I'm going to hot glue that to the top of my little tag there, just so it looks like a little bit rough, kind of fun. I'll trim a little bit off the edges though, not too rough. Bring it a little more this way, and I'm just going to glue that on there. And then these little guys, sure, why not? We'll put that on there. And so let me move some of these things off. So again, with this kind of thing, you're just playing and, you know, layering things up. However it is you like to do that. I'll probably glue this to this. And then when the hot glue's ready, we'll start sticking down some of these other pieces. So I'm just going to put that right down there. Like I said, that's going to pop up there. Actually, with these, you know what I'll do is I'll put some dimensional in it. So it's really popped up. And I'll hot glue the little bow on, and then we'll hot glue our other piece too, something like that. Okay, I'll wait till this is really hot and I'll be right back. Might be hot enough. Let's get this guy a little glop of glue there. And I'll hold this little guy on here. And these other ones, I think I'll put a little dab of glue just to get some dimension, but not as much as the other piece there. And this little guy. And this little guy over here. And that is one Flea Market Find Christmas card right there. Different texture just from the paper, you know, I didn't do anything with that. And then this guy, we're just going to basically glue this down. So I guess I could use the hot glue for that too, just kind of quickly. Up here. This one I'll put a little dimensional. And then we'll just stick down our other piece. We have that nice texture in the background. We have our little Merry Christmas there. And then this guy can be like... I don't know if I want to just put on the end, the side there. Something like that. And that is that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the tutorials on making the bowls. That is going to be a lot of fun, bring back a lot of memories. Thanks for watching guys. Thank you so much Spellbinders for sending these items for review. I'll have the links as available in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.